Hi friend. Today let's see about laws of motion. Before going to our topic, you must know what is a force. Force is an external effort in the form of push or pull which either changes or tends the body to change the state of rest or uniform motion of the body along the straight line. Forces are classified into two main categories. One, the contact force, and the other, the non-contact force. So, what is a contact force? The force which comes into play due to actual contact between the bodies under consideration. For example, friction force, air resistance, etc. Non contact force. The force which comes into play without any physical contact between the bodies under consideration are called non contact forces. For example, electromagnetic force or and gravitational force. Now, let's see what is inertia. The inherent property of all the objects that they do not change their state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line path unless acted upon by an external force is called inertia. Now, inertia is classified into two main categories. One, inertia of rest, and the other, inertia of motion. Now, let's say about inertia of rest. The inability of a body not to change by itself its position of rest. Let me illustrate the inertia of rest with some example. When a train or a bus starts suddenly, a passenger standing inside it leans backward. This is because the feet of the passenger, which are in contact with the floor of the bus, but because of inertia, the upper body remains at the state of rest. Hence, the passenger leans backward. Second example. When a hanging carpet is beaten with a stick, dust particles are cleared. This is because on beating the carpet comes in motion, but the dust particles remain in the rest due to inertia and falls down under gravity. Now, let's see what is inertia of motion. Inability of a body not to change by itself its state of uniform motion along a straight line. Example. An athlete runs some distance before taking a jump. By doing so, the velocity of the run acquired by the athlete is added to the velocity taken by him at the time of jump. Now, here comes our topic, Newton's first law of motion. An object at rest tends to be in rest. An object in motion tends to be in motion with same speed in same direction unless it is compelled by some external unbalanced force to change that state. Newton's first law is also called law of inertia. The first law states that all objects have inertia. The more mass an object has, the more inertia it has. Newton's second law of motion. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force, and this change takes place in direction of the applied force. Impulse of force. A physical quantity which is used to get an idea about the change in dynamical state of a moving body. Mathematically, impulse is equal to product of a force and small time interval for which it acts. The easiest law ever. Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Examples. Space shuttle rocket boosters propel the orbiter into space by exerting an equal and opposite force to the exhaust gases. A horse harnessed to a cart exerts an equal and opposite force to the cart as it exerts a force against the ground. When you jump, you push down the ground. The ground then pushes you up. It is this upward force that pushes you into the air. I think you learned what is laws of motion. Thank you.